put in barrels.
Right. There was one I was looking at that they brewed some sort of IPA and they put it into a bourbon barrel and let it age.
Whoa.
And
I never had a beer last that
I
long.
want to try this.
Yeah, that it's really an interesting sight to see. And I was looking at it with Perry, and I agree. Some of the beers that looks real tasty. So
Right.
try it out. Look at the site.
Yeah, you can get it. Like I say, you can use it on your computer, but
How'd you
also
find
it's
that?
on App Store and Google Play.
Google Play.
And you might discover your next favorite beer by trying this. But I thought it'd be interesting to check it out. I want to do it soon. And I think the beer that I select, we will sample it right here live.
Oh, great!
Right.
I can't wait.
Like no pre-sampling,
No,
like you like to do.
No. Well, I can't. I gotta have a real true taste.
Right, we'll chill it. We'll pop the top, pour it right here live.
Okay,
And
it's
taste test it.
And it's gonna be 2 bottles, not one.
2 bottles?
Yeah, one for you, one
Well,
for
it
me.
depends on how much it costs. You ship it in a little here or what?
I push it.
Oh, okay. So,
Hey, here you go. Cheers.
what else you want to talk about?
No, I like this idea, and I think it would be great for them because a lot of people that are beer drinkers would love, And I always say, try different things.
Right.
Don't just stay with one flavor.
Right.
Venture out. There's so many thousands and thousands of new products out there each time.
Well, here's the thing I noticed that they asked what state you're living in, where you're going to receive the beer, because there are laws from state to state that restricts the bottle size that you can get in that state.
Right.
That was, we talked about that before. It was Florida's problem, but when you sign up, they ask you what state you're in. If you're in Georgia, you may be limited to only getting Coors and Bud Light, but
Right. Yeah, why would you want to just go to that? But Bud Light, I tell you what, if it's real hot day, and
it still
we
sucks.
just got. Well, yeah, but if after the only time I really loved it was a hurricane, electricity was out, and
That's all he had to drink.
my niece's husband only drinks Bud Light, and that was the only beer around. Let me tell you something. I was after the third day of nothing, I was glad to drink it.
I see what you're saying there, but folks, I'll be the first to admit I'm a beer snob. I cannot stand the tinny, processed taste of a Budweiser, a Miller, or any of that crap. Give me something that was made by a real person.
Right.
Not a freaking robot in a brewery, mass quantities. It might be the king of beers in your neighborhood, but it's not in ours.
I don't think anybody on our street drinks things like that.
I don't know. Maybe
No?
No?
It has to be way on down there.
okay. The druggy house?
Yeah,
They
that'd
can't
be
afford
it.
beer.
No.
Their teeth are falling out.
But they're a little hard. Do you see that car? Did I give you any idea?
Oh, yeah.
That was a beautiful car at one time.
Doesn't every neighborhood have the neighbors from hell?
Yeah, really. But hey, they don't bother us, but they sure crack me up.
Yeah, well, they bother me.
Yeah.
Their dog bothers me. Anyway, I don't want to be an old man here and start bitching and ranting and raving. That's coming up later.
Yeah, coming up a little later.
I'm going to take a short break here. We'll be right back.
I gotta go get me another beer.
He's going to pee. And we're back. How was that for you?
Hey, no good IPA. That's pretty darn good old
He's finally
IPA.
drinking something different than voodoo.
Yes, and you know something? I was just
Twisted
talking
was
to
on.
him about one of my favorite. New Smyrna Beach has a brewery, and it's called Shark Attack.
No.
Dum 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 dum.
It's New Smyrna Beach Brewery
Right?
IPA Shark Attack.
Didn't I say that?
No, you
Well,
said
maybe
New
I'm
Smyrna
just
Beach has a
kind of-
brewery called Shark Attack.
Well, that's the only one. The other one I don't count.
Well, you know, I invited you to go to the Rock Bottom Brewery and have some new beer, and you had other plans.
Yeah, I have a wifey.
He drank anyway, so
Yeah,
whatever.
really.
So anyway, let's talk a little about fishing. What else we do when we drink beer? We
Go fish.
We go fish.
I went and bought me a fishing
Ugly
pole
stick.
yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Me and my wife, we went to Walmart,
Right.
What we call Wally World, and we went in there and got an ugly stick with a reel.
Right?
And
They got a good deal on
an
that.
ugly stick, I tell you what, man, you talking about a pole? That's a real good fishing pole. And you have a combination. If you look at the poles that say medium to light to hard, different, thickness and everything. And I tell you what, ugly sticks are great fishing poles. And if you get the combination like the Wally World does, a lot of them's got some great reels with them.
Right.
So I'm going to use this one on river fishing. Put around about a 15, maybe 15-pound test line on it, and go after trout and drums.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for.
I thought I'd talk just a little about the fishing report here in the Ponce Inlet, which is our neighborhood. And we, in season now for April, you have tuna, the yellowfin tuna, the mangrove snapper. That's what you caught down in the Keys, right?
Right, the mangrove snapper. Oh, yes.
And you got the dolphin, which everybody calls in the restaurants mahi mahi, so that doesn't freak out the kids. I
Yeah,
figured
because
that
they
out.
think they're going to get
Right.
eat flipper.
You go, yeah, because it's
I don't even
actually
know if anybody remembers flipper.
they've misspelled it here on the website. It's not spelt like that,
Oh.
like the dolphin. Anyway, and barracuda, cobia, and the king mackerel are all in season right here off our shore.
King mackerel's delicious. Cobia, oh my goodness.
That's what it
Very white meat, very delicious and unbelievable. Tuna, yellowtail, oh, it's like eating filet mignon. You put that on the grill, bean, and take it off. I mean, on a hot grill, real fast.
Just sear it.
I mean, yes, because you want it red in the middle. I mean, that's the way it really eat, tuna.
Right.
And you get and it tastes like steak. It doesn't taste like fish. It'll shock you. And that's my favorite of all time. Mangrove snapper, definitely. Dolphin is a little bit more drier. You have to have a little bit more of an olive oil and seasonings for that one. King mackerels and stuff like that, great for smoking on a grill. Great fish. And but those are the two that I like. My other favorite is pompano.
That's right.
I love pompano.
When's the pompano running?
Pompano is running now, really, in a way. Depends on the weather how they flush in and out. But they go on. They go after mostly those sand fleas.
Right. Sand
They
fleas.
they like little crabs or something around.
Yeah.
And they just go down and they love that.
I got a buddy that I work with. His grandfather was a commercial fisherman down in South Florida, and he swears by the sand fleas. He said the secret is go out and catch your sand fleas, bring them home, boil them in brine until they turn the bright orange, like like a lobster or shrimp,
Right.
and then take that sand flea and throw it in the water, and the pompano love it because of the color.
Really?
Yes, he said his grandfather swore by it, and that's what he does.
I never heard that.
I haven't either.
You boil the sand flea
Yep, in brine.
and brine.
And it turns it a bright orange, and they love the color, and they're all they're all
Oh, they can smell the flavor.
They
They
smell
smell
the flesh, yeah.
Sure, because a lot of the baits and stuff that nowadays that you buy, guaranteed to bite and everything is actually the smell of
Right.
the bait, and it's not really bait; it's strips.
Right. I've been trying those myself.
And they really work. They do work.
Last year I caught one on a shrimp, but it was a little too small. I had to throw it back, but I haven't caught one this year.
Pompano.
Yeah, pompano.
Excellent, excellent, excellent fish. Yes.
And that's the thing. I hear a lot of people say that it's a fishy fish, and
No.
other people say no.
No, not at all. Not at all. Fishy usually are like very oily fish.
Right.
Mullet, blues, jacks, stuff like that. They're oily.
Crevalle
And they're-
jacks
Yeah,
are oily.
Crevalle jacks. They're very oily, and they got that fishy taste. to
Right.
it. And they're great for smoking. Hickory smoke, stuff like great. Fish dip, stuff like that. Mullet, excellent. Just a bunch of beers and sit down and eat them. Great. But some of them are real fishy, but not a pompano. Pompano is like, man, you cook that with butter and salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic and a little bit of paprika, and that's it. And just baste, keep basting it.
Well, yeah,
And it's
that's what I did with
delicious.
that black drum I had. That black drum, that
Right.
little black drum I
Right,
caught.
right.
Oh man, that was the best tasting. It was not fishy fish. It was like chicken.
Yeah.
It was like eating chicken. If you didn't know that was a fish, you would think it was chicken. It was delicious. Like you said, salt and pepper, little oil, lightly fried.
That's
Perfect.
it. That's all you need to do, really. You don't want to overcook it
No,
anyway.
no.
But it depends on how you want to cook it. If you want to cook it fried, go in the grocery store and get you that fry mix that they got, that beer mix, beer batter,
Right.
and then deep fry and good oil, and bring it right out. Fantastic. I like the spiciness. I like a little more hot to mine. Almost like a Louisiana boy. But, I really enjoy that kind of stuff,
Right.
This is my body don't like that.
Well, keeping on topic with fishing,
Ice cream.
ice cream. I'm kind of kicking around the idea in my little head here of getting a kayak and going out here in the backwater in the mangrove and see what I can grab on my end of my hook.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It would be.
Yeah, because you can really go in some areas where people can't go.
Right.
Especially with these big boats and stuff, which would be great because you can go out there and you can fish.
And right here where we live, I mean, folks, if you could look at Google Earth, it's just
water.
It's just water everywhere with all these little mangroves and these little backwater cuts. Yeah, it's like all the big boats stay out in the intercoastal.
Right.
The smaller boats come a little closer, but in this area over here by the three bridges in Spruce Creek and Turnbull Bay,
Yep.
that's nothing but kayak water.
I did this one time down in Edgewater, and I was in a boat, and fog came up on us, and here I am in the backwaters. I didn't know which was the way, the north, east, south, or west, because usually I look and see where the condos are
Right.
on the horizon, and I could see them. I couldn't see them deadly. So I had to just throw the anchor and sit there, and it kept saying, "Please, Father, don't let no boat be coming down."